It's us.
What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy 414 Baby Quay Reactions here. We back at it with another vid, man, and we back at it. Damn, I can't even talk. That pen got me fucked up.
What's up, man?
But yeah, we here with my cousin, man. Shout out your shit, girl.
Man, my shit, man. Instagram is whoischris_17, and that's for everything. TikTok, everything.
For sure. Make sure to go tap in with cousin, man. He gonna be on his grind real soon. Feel me? But for today's video, we got this Demons in Dallas. You feel me? Shout out to my Texans. We out here in Texas. We out here in Dallas, man. We finna do a little vid on the city real quick. See why it's so fucking crazy right now. So let's get right into it.
Brutal violence in the world is happening in Dallas, Texas, and today we're breaking down why most people are terrified to be out on the streets. The drill scene in Dallas isn't popping off in the mainstream like Chicago and New York did, but some of the craziest and most violent beefs in the rap game is happening in Texas. And you've never seen anything like what's going on between OTS and FBG. It's not clear.
That nigga, FBG murder. He's not even FBG.
No more.
No, they say he was never FBG.
FBG.
He said he only did that like FBG murder is like kill FBG. He just made his opposite. He just made his ops thing famous. Yeah, I seen that in one of his interviews.
Texas. And you've never seen anything like what's going on between OTS and FBG. It's not clear where the beef for OTS and FBG started, but it's one of the most disrespectful wars of all time. Back in 2021, OTS allegedly kills an FBG affiliate named Fats, and then a couple months later, they allegedly spun on FBG again and killed a dude named John. In 2022, OTS allegedly spotted an FBG affiliate outside a shop and shot 6 people in broad daylight. So FBG clapped back and tried to take out a dude from OTS named 223 Trey. FBG stood on the crib where 223 Trey lived and shot it up, but they accidentally killed 223 Trey's mom, Mika, instead. OTS was having some internal drama too, and a couple months later, they allegedly backdoored their own homie, TG. OTS was still putting pressure on the ops though, and in October 2023, a dude from OTS named Cameron Turner shot 3 ops at the State Fair. It's not clear if the dudes Cameron Turner shot were from FBG, but FBG clapped back and ended up killing another innocent woman. A dude from FBG named J3 Get Busy shot up a house because he thought an OTS dude lived there, but he killed a random grandmother instead of the ops. While FBG and OTS were going to war in the streets, FBG Murder started airing out the beef in the booth. It's kind of confusing at first because FBG Murder actually reps OTS, and he just took the FBG name to clown the ops. Then he took disrespect to a whole new level when he pissed on an op's grave in one of his music videos. FBG Murder allegedly has a cousin in FBG named Strizzy.
What you gonna do if you see that shit?
Never.
That shit is wicked.
I ain't gonna lie. That's damn near. That's war, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a war. For sure. Like, they know what they on. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Dang. Nigga pissed on the grave. The fuck?
Like, wow, like, damn, you gotta have fucked up my knees. Think about that.
No bullshit. Like, damn.
You gotta have fucked up my knees about that.
Op's grave in one of his music videos. FBG Murder allegedly has a cousin in FBG named Strizzy, and on the track Jizzle Smoking.
Shit in middle school.
FBG.
That shit.
Oh, no, oh God.
Oh God, I remember my dumb ass gave myself. My dumb ass gave myself 3 lines. I ain't even gonna lie. I was too wicked. I was trying to get too exotic. I ain't even gonna lie.
Remember, I used to always get the 1 line.
Yeah. Murder allegedly has a cousin in FBG named Strizzy, and on the track Jizzle Smoking, FBG Murder dissed his own cousin and raps, "I catch you fucking around with the ops, that's how you get shot. Bro, I blow up my own cousin." And on the same track, he allegedly dissed FBG Fats too and raps, "Broad day gang, niggas know what we did." According to rumors, FBG Murder's homie OTS Yakuza is the
That nigga's crazy.
He just said OTS Yakuza.
Yeah, that Kuza nigga, I think he got his own little vid too on here. I think, bro, the nigga that's talking right now, this nigga's crazy.
He locked up still?
He used like his own mama as a shield or something, bro.
I seen that video.
The one who pulled the trigger on Fats. And if all the stories about Yakuza are true, then he's one of the biggest demons in the city. Yakuza's older brother is another known shooter named Steppa, and they're allegedly the ones who killed FBG Fats in broad daylight back in 2021. Then a month after Yakuza allegedly killed Fats, he linked up with his homie T-Man to rob a dealer named Kobe Mascoro. T-Man brought fake cash to scam Kobe Mascoro, but Kobe realized what was going on, so Yakuza allegedly shot him in the head. Then a dude who was tight with Mo 3, named Number 7, allegedly paid Yakuza to take out his op Billy from a set called B4L. Yakuza's also the one who allegedly pulled the trigger on TG. TG was cool with dudes all over the city and allegedly snaked a few of his own homies. According to rumors, TG was trying to play both sides and was kicking in with OTS and FBG at the same time, so Yakuza killed him. The situation looked sketchy from the jump, and Yakuza allegedly tried to throw everyone off by showing love to TG on Instagram right after the murder. Yakuza wasn't booked for the shooting, but 2 other OTS members went down for it. Yakuza skated on the murder, but the cops think he brutally killed 2 dudes in 2024 while they were trying to make a gun deal. Yakuza linked up with Cam and Mari from a set called CTG and was supposed to be trading them guns for switches, but the situation went left, and Yakuza allegedly shot both of them to death outside of a store. The cops finally caught up to Yakuza after he allegedly killed Cam and Mari. He tried to run the cops over with a stolen truck and do the race,
Damn,
but it didn't.
Is that real?
Yeah.
That's the real vid?
Oh God. You ain't seen.
After he allegedly killed Cam and Mari, he tried to run the
Oh
Damn.
God, he tried to get away.
That's after he shot their ass?
After he shot at him, yeah.
cops over with a stolen truck and do the race, but it didn't work out for him, and Yakuza's been locked up ever since. The ops almost caught Yakuza before the cops did though, and after the Cam and Mari murders, Yakuza was at Walmart with his mom when someone pulled up and started shooting up his whip. Yakuza didn't get hit up, but his mom got shot and almost didn't make it out alive. FBG murder started popping off in the rap game and has been putting on for OTS in the booth. But in 2025, J3 Get Busy went viral because he dissed OTS like nobody's ever seen before. J3's been locked up for allegedly killing an innocent grandma, and while he was in jail, he actually got 223 Trey's dead mom's name tatted on him. The drill scene in Dallas has been making headlines because they're on a different level of disrespect. But some of the wildest crews aren't even really rapping about their dirt, and one Crip set even had a pet alligator that the cops took away. In February 2025, the cops in Dallas shook down the 4-2 Oakland Crips and booked 8 of them for running drugs and guns in the city. At first it looked like a normal gang bust. The cops found 14 guns, a bunch of pills, and $47K in cash. But then they raided one of the stash houses and found a live alligator inside. When the news broke that the Crips had their own alligator, some crazy rumors started going around that they were feeding their ops to it. But there's no evidence to back that story up. Dallas has a ton of gangs, but it also has killers.
Did he just say, wait, did he just say they feeding their ops to alligator?
Hell yeah. But that was a little ass alligator. They had to really chop that nigga up and feed him in bites and pieces and shit.
Bro,
You could do that, yeah.
wow.
That's
Why
like
they
some
forcing
Mexican
niggas-
cartel shit.
Yeah, why they forcing niggas to...
When the news broke that the Crips had their own
forcing they feeding human to the alligator.
Oh.
Yeah. He
I'm
said, why
thinking
they forcing
I'm
niggas to
thinking
eat
they...
alligator?
I'm like, bro, but damn, they got some sick ass moms.
No,
But that's a little, the one they showed.
yeah, I
was
was
little.
gonna say that motherfucker was baby as fuck.
alligator. Some crazy rumors started going around that they were feeding their ops to it, but there's no evidence to back that story up. Dallas has a ton of gangs, but it also has killers that'll take you out for no reason. In 2022, a dude named Kevin Sheffield was driving around Dallas killing random people. A 64-year-old man named Muhammad Kamara was outside of his apartment on his way to work when Kevin Sheffield rolled by and shot him to death. Then a month later, Kevin Sheffield hit up another dude named Joseph Sayas and left him dead in the street. The cops started following Kevin Sheffield because they linked his mom's car to the shootings. And in September 2024, he pleaded guilty to both of the murders. Kevin Sheffield got hit with a 50-year sentence, and during the sentencing, Joseph Cyrus's brother said, "I wish they'd given you 2 years, because I promised to God I'd blow your fucking head off." But that wasn't the end of the story. When the cops searched the whip Kevin Sheffield used for the drive-bys, they found a box of ammo that allegedly connected him to 5 other shootings. According to the cops, Kevin Sheffield started shooting people on Christmas Eve 2021 and shot someone in the leg that night. Then a month later, he allegedly shot someone else in the arm while they were getting into their car. A couple weeks later, Kevin Sheffield allegedly shot 3 more people back to back.
Popping
One of them was
Like,
found
bro,
dead in
he
the street.
He's
Dog.
a demon. I
Like, he
ain't gonna lie.
just shooting, he just walking around the
He
city shooting
wicked as fuck.
motherfuckers.
Hell yeah, he really just popping shit. He just shooting the
Damn.
fuck out of shit.
Kevin Sheffield
Yeah,
allegedly
he's
shot
shooting
3 more
everybody.
people back to back, and one of them was found dead in the street. Kevin Sheffield has been all over the news, but one of the biggest murders in the city was when Mo3 got killed in broad daylight. Mo3 had been beefing with rappers all over the city, but his main op was Yella Beezy. Mo3 and his crew allegedly shot Yella Beezy, then Yella Beezy and his homies jumped Mo3's manager. The situation kept heating up, and then in 2020, the ops caught Mo3 on the interstate and killed him. At first, people were saying that it was over some personal drama Mo3 had with a woman, but in 2025, Yella Beezy was officially charged with capital murder because the cops think he paid for the hit. Yella Beezy is one of the biggest rappers in the history of Dallas, so the news shocked the whole city. At first, the judge put his bond at a crazy $2 million, but Yella Beezy's legal team got it reduced to $750K, and he got out on house arrest until his trial starts. Yella Beezy's fighting a capital murder case, which is way worse than a normal murder charge. If he gets convicted, then he'll be doing life without the possibility of parole, or the prosecution could even go for the death penalty if they wanted to. Some people are happy that Yella Beezy got locked up, but Dallas is known for having some of the worst cops in the country, and in 2018, they brutally murdered an innocent dude who was just sitting in his crib eating ice cream. On September 6, 2018, a cop named Amber Geiger was off duty and went home to her apartment complex, but instead of going to her own apartment, Amber Geiger went to the door of a dude named Botham Jean. They lived in the same building but on different floors, and Amber Geiger allegedly got confused and went to the wrong apartment by accident. When Amber Geiger tried to unlock the door, she noticed that it was already cracked open, so she went inside and saw Botham Jean sitting in his living room eating ice cream. Botham Jean was an innocent black dude who worked as an accountant, but Amber Geiger took out her gun and shot him twice in the chest. Other cops tried to cover the situation up, and at first Amber Geiger was only facing manslaughter charges instead of murder. The situation sparked a bunch of protests, and Amber Geiger was eventually charged with murder, but she was only given a 10-year sentence when she lost the trial.
What you doing if you walk up in the crib and you think you see me ice cream? Or you walk up in your crib and you see me ice cream?
But how she walk in the wrong crib sober? How you don't know where you stay?
She was sober?
Yeah, she's a cop. She was
She
an off-duty cop. Yeah. You sober. I feel like she won. She didn't actually. I feel like she did that on purpose. Cause how you walk in the wrong crib?
But how would you like? What would you do if it was your crib and you see a nigga eating ice cream? You gonna shoot him?
No. What he doing? I mean, that's like. I mean, it just.
You just said if a nigga try to break in.
I mean, I don't know,
But
bro.
he eating ice cream.
Like
you gonna, what the
yeah,
fuck?
you gonna ask him like, "What you doing?" Like she just instantly shot dude twice.
Damn.
That's why I'm saying she ain't even.
Then you walk in, it don't even look like your crib.
You walk in the wrong crib. Like how you do that? Even if it's an apartment, I live in an apartment. You gonna know your apartment. That's how you gonna know. Like.
But when you walk in, though, like you know.
If Botham Jean had killed a cop, they probably would have given him a death sentence. But Amber Geiger got off easy, and none of the cops who tried to hide the evidence were ever charged. A lot of people in Dallas hate the cops, and in 2015, a dude named
now somebody go cure her.
They gonna get like
They don't
40
get life.
life for sure. She a cop, I forgot.
But
Like, dude, yes.
she just instantly killed this black man. But somebody go cure her. They ain't gonna get.
We
10
should.
years.
No, I can't say that shit.
James Boulware took an armored van to the police station and started shooting. A bunch of cops showed up to stop him, but
Yeah,
James
that's what
Boulware
I
rammed their
was just gonna
cars
say,
and
you
shot at
started
them from inside the van. Then he took off down the highway and parked at a Jack-in-the-Box while the police surrounded him. James Boulware and the cops kept shooting back and forth, and James Boulware claimed that
He took a van and started shooting at the police.
Oh, he was like a riot, basically crashed out.
Hell yeah.
their cars and shot at them from inside the van. Then he took off down the highway and
Boy,
parked
he
at a
was in
Jack-in-the-Box
armor,
while the
man.
police surrounded him. James Boulware and the cops kept shooting back and forth, and James Boulware claimed that the police had taken his son. Nobody knew how much firepower James Boulware really had, but he started telling the police that he was gonna blow him up, so they brought in a sniper to take him out. James Boulware's van had armor to stop most bullets, but the sniper used a 50 cal rifle to take out the engine first and then kill James Boulware. The cops killed James Boulware and didn't lose anybody on their side, but in 2016, a dude named Micah Johnson actually went to war with them, and it became the deadliest.
He was an army veteran. I think he went crazy.
Oh,
no, he ain't go crazy.
With that AR downtown,
Yeah,
I remember
but
that.
like, nigga, he was tired of that shit.
Yeah,
Fucking
I
tired.
remember that.
Day for cops since the 9/11 terrorist attack. Micah Johnson was an army veteran who was angry about white cops killing black men in America,
Yeah.
so he put on body armor.
He put on body armor walking downtown with a long
This
AR.
game,
All right.
you're not ready for it.
It was all on rules. Niggas watching this live.
Got a bunch of guns and started hunting cops in Dallas. Their shooting spree started around 9 p.m. when Micah Johnson saw a bunch of cops on Main Street and killed 3 of them from the jump. 11 other cops busted back, but Micah Johnson kept shooting and hit 3 more cops and a bystander too. Then Micah Johnson went north on Lamar Street and got into a shootout with another cop and killed him. Micah Johnson got hit though, so he went to El Central College and shot 2 security guards. Micah Johnson went inside the college and started shooting at cops on the street. And that's when more cops responded to the campus and went inside the building. Micah Johnson and the SWAT team got into a shootout, and they fired at least 200 shots back and forth, but the cops couldn't get to Micah Johnson. The standoff lasted for a few hours while the cops tried to make a plan, and eventually they decided to strap a bomb to a robot and drive it straight at Micah Johnson. The plan sounded crazy, but it actually worked,
One man
and
army,
the cops
yeah,
blew
they
Michael
got
Johnson to
shook.
pieces.
On what?
You never know who's gonna pop out and kill you in Dallas.
Had they ass
Bro,
shook.
what?
Them niggas was
A
scared.
bomb,
bro.
dog?
They was scared. They couldn't fuck with him. He was real life Terminator. Rambo.
A bomb. He said they put a bomb on a robot.
Yeah, like a one of those Willy things.
Bro, they put a RCXD.
No bullshit.
Dallas, because even teenage girls are active in the trenches.
Find
In
out.
2024, a dude named Jake Reynoso was walking down North Houston Street when 4 people came up to rob him. There were 2 girls who were 15 and 16, and they were with 2 older guys. Jake Reynoso tried to run away, but then one of the robbers pulled out a gun and killed him. It's not clear who actually pulled the trigger, but the 2 girls and 2 dudes were all booked on capital murder charges. Even nurses aren't safe in Dallas, and in 2022, 2 of them got killed by a dude who went to the hospital to see his kid being born. Nestor Hernandez was on parole, and the cops let him go see his girlfriend at the Methodist Dallas Medical Center because she was about to give birth. It should have been a great day, but he went to the room and the situation went left from the jump. Apparently, Nestor Hernandez thought his girl had been cheating on him, so he pistol whipped her in the face and said, "Whoever comes in this room is gonna die with us." Kate Flowers and Jacqueline Pakul tried to step in and calm the situation down, and that's when Nestor Hernandez shot both of them to death. He reloaded his gun and was about to leave the room to shoot more people, but a cop at the hospital shot Nestor Hernandez in the leg, and he gave up immediately. What's even crazier about the story is that people at the hospital had to treat the leg shot, even though Nestor Hernandez had just murdered 2 of their co-workers. Nestor Hernandez got hit with a life sentence without parole, but this next killer messed with the wrong dude and ended up dead in prison. Dallas has all kinds of savages running around the city, but one of the craziest killers was a dude named Billy Shamirmir. Billy was convicted of killing 2 old women, but the cops think his body count was way higher than that. Billy Shamirmir broke into high-class retirement communities to kill old women and steal their jewelry. Most of the murders were originally reported as natural deaths because the victims were in their 80s and 90s, but it was clear that nobody was really looking into it because all the women.
He was like, nah,
Okay, hold on.
He couldn't have
Okay,
used
hold
knives
on.
and shit.
Is that smart?
It's fucked up, but
It's
it's a
of
good way
course
to
it's
kill
fucked
him.
up, but
It's a good way to kill him and get away with it.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a But that's fucked up though. You gotta have a sick ass mind. Oh God, bro, like over time.
Women have been robbed too.
Dog, and you go
Billy
kill
Shamirmir
all
was
the
breaking in,
jewelry.
smothering the old ladies with their pillows, and taking all of their jewelry. And the craziest thing
Yeah,
is
and he
that he might have
suffocated
killed over
them.
10 women at the same
Yeah.
apartment complex in just 1 year. Eventually,
Like,
the cops caught up to
dog.
him, and Billy Shamirmir got hit with 2 life
In the
sentences.
same complex, but 5 of them died.
He
Why
had
y'all
to be.
didn't try
He
to?
had to be a worker because they probably think it's natural because they old, like they said. He
So 10
suffocated
people
me,
died in one complex. It's just natural.
bro. They old. You 90 something.
Yeah, you right, but
That is a lot.
that ain't a coincidence.
That is a lot. I ain't even gonna lie.
Like, come on, dog.
That is a lot,
Like,
shit.
that ain't no coincidence, though. Like, 10 people? Come on.
10
now.
people.
That's what I'm saying. 5
Fuck,
would have been
in a
like,
week.
okay. In one I don't know. We finna watch it. Well, he might say.
Everyone knew that
He
Billy
said one
Shamirmir's
complex,
body
though.
count might have been more than 30, but he got murdered in prison before all the crimes got
22.
solved.
Yeah, that's what
Billy
said he
Shamirmir
probably
was in a
killed.
cell with a dude named Wyatt Busby. Wyatt Busby was serving a 50-year sentence for stabbing a dude to death in Houston. And for some reason, Billy Shamirmir thought it was a good idea to start making weird comments about Wyatt Busby's kids. So Wyatt Busby stabbed Billy Shamirmir to death. A lot of Billy Shamirmir's murders happened around 2016. And that
Wait, huh?
What?
Hold on. So, he died in jail from another
Yeah, he said
killer, from another,
nigga killing him.
but another serial, but another, wait.
Well, another nigga stabbing somebody.
Wyatt Busby was serving a 50-year sentence for stabbing a dude to death in Houston. And for some reason, Billy Shamirmir thought it was a good idea to start making weird comments about Wyatt Busby's kids. So Wyatt Busby stabbed Billy Shamirmir to death.
Oh, his
A lot of
cellmate,
Billy
yeah,
Shamirmir's
yeah.
murders happened
He
around
stabbed him to death in
2016.
jail.
And that year, the cops in Dallas didn't even solve half of the killings in the city. Over 160 people were murdered that year. And one of the most brutal crimes was when someone set a lawyer on fire inside his own house. Ira Tobolowsky was a popular lawyer in Dallas who was working with a woman who was fighting her son Stephen Aubrey over some money. It was a heated situation, but nobody expected what happened next. Somebody had been spying on Ira Tobolowsky at his crib, and in May 2016, they broke in and attacked him. Ira Tobolowsky was stomped out, and somebody poured gasoline on him and set him on fire. Stephen Aubrey and his lawyer were both brought in for questioning, but it took the cops years before they booked anyone. Stephen Aubrey moved to Florida. Then in 2022, he was arrested for killing Ira Tobolowsky. According to police records, Stephen Arbery had researched burner phone and alibi definition, and he also had burns on him. It looked like the cops had a good case, but on the day before the trial was supposed to start, the prosecutors dropped the whole case, and Stephen Arbery skated on everything. Dallas doesn't just have local gangs and serial killers out on the streets. You also have to look out for international crews like Transit Agda. Transit Agda is one of the most brutal Venezuelan gangs, and they're active in Dallas too. In 2024, 4 Transit Agda affiliates kidnapped a dude named Nozuli Enrique Arnaud Petit and shot him in the back of the head, then dumped his body. According to the cops, Nozuli was affiliated with Transit Agda too, and knew the guys who killed him. All of them were involved with an ATM robbery ring that was active all over the country, and Nozuli allegedly tried to run off with some money, and that's why he got taken out. Transit Agda have members all over the place, and a couple months before Nozuli got murdered, they went viral for taking over a whole apartment building in Colorado. But Dallas is allegedly where most of them stay, and in October 2024, they brutally robbed a woman in her crib and threatened to cut her fingers off.
Look at the police cars.
I know. What? When was this? When was this?
October 2024, they brutally robbed a woman in her crib and threatened to cut her fingers off. A dude named Hernandez flipped on the rest of the crew. Instead, he thought they were going to get money from a prostitute who owed one of his homies some money. But instead, they attacked a rich woman in Northwest Dallas and held her hostage inside her house. The Venezuelan dudes had to use Google Translate to talk to the woman while they were robbing her. And while some of the gang ran through the house and stole $75K in jewelry, a couple of them stayed with her and said they were going to cut her fingers off if she didn't do what they said. The violent crime rate in Dallas has been going up like crazy. In 2020, the city had 254 murders, which was the highest since the 90s. The cops tried to slow the killing down in 2021 and 2022, but in 2023, the murder rate went up again, and 246 people were taken out that year. 2024 was a little better, but Dallas still has one of the highest murder rates in the country. And now that the drill scene is popping off, there's a good chance that the murder rate is going to jump again.
Is your child struggling with a gaming addiction? Major companies behind games like Minecraft, Fortnite, and Roblox are now facing lawsuits.
The rate was that high 2016 though.
Well, yeah, y'all had one of the highest though, bro.
I know that in 2016.
That's it for today's video, y'all, man. That was a cool little vid.
Yeah, that was
Cool. Figuring out some shit on, bro. Figure some shit out. If y'all liked it, make sure to like, comment,
Realize I didn't read between the lines, oh. And I ain't lying, gotta open up my eyes to see it all.